Hello everyone, welcome to a soul journey check-in of sorts. Usually I do a past lives reading kind of at this point in the week, but as you can see I am skipping ahead here. We're going to check in with your soul, and we're just going to go like a quarter century ahead here. We'll go 25 years ahead. Felt like a good chunk to kind of leap forward, so doing a pick a card. There's one in particular that you kind of connect with. And what we'll do is, or what I'm going to do is, we'll just pull a few cards, going with the main card here, and maybe grab a couple charms out of the bucket. We'll see what your soul energies decide on, and we'll see what your message is from you, from yourself, back to yourself, from 25 years ahead here. So instead of a past life travel, we're going to do a future travel here. I'm an organic reader, so please use the timestamps below if you want to skip ahead. If you don't like to join in on the card selections, I wonder what it looks like. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. I'll stand it up. Okay, so let's see here. Let's get, I guess, as many cards as they want to give us. What is the message from me to me, from you to you, 25 years ahead? Let's travel a quarter century ahead. Oh, that was interesting. Okay, I'm gonna have to scoot the camera back here a little bit. So group one, you're always my test group a little bit. Make sure we're seeing what we can see here. I wonder if I can get this to stand up a bit. I have a feeling it's gonna slide though, I think. Oh, I might be getting lucky. That must be your lucky energy. Technology doesn't usually like me. Okay, we're gonna go with that. Hopefully nothing shifts. I'll do my best to keep my mind on it, keep my eye on it, I should say. So I was drawn to grab 2 decks, so we'll go with it. Additional clarity is always welcome. And then we'll get some charms. I'm moving things out of the way here for me. I don't know why my dog is pacing. I'm sure his tippy taps are picking up on the mic. He's like circling here, so maybe he's also not used to traveling into the future here. Maybe different vibe he's picking up on. Well, maybe he's seeing a future pet. I love my pup, but I don't think he's going to be around 25 more years. I would love it, but maybe that's why he's pacing. He's like, who's this new animal? Whatever it happens to be. I don't only own dogs, or haven't only owned dogs. Okay. So I'm going to take a timestamp for everyone that jumps ahead to the messages. And now let's get the messages from self to self. Okay. So everyone collectively drawn here to sort of this sneak peek, right? Your soul, we're kind of going into the Akashic records here. Like I said, instead of a past life reading, we're coming through the golden pipe here towards the future. 25 years, leaping ahead here to the future. And there's some kind of beautiful community here that's greeting you. Maybe this is a family that you've dreamed of, or a group or community you dream of joining or hope you're going to be a part of, or you will be a part of at this point. And kind of special group, who knows? Could be as simple as maybe like a leisure group, because we're going 25 years ahead, so depending on when you watch this and your age today. But there's, again, this lovely welcoming committee. That's what I like, the welcoming committee. Very warm energy here as you travel on through. Okay. I'm going to start at this choice, because choices have ripple effects. So a choice made today in the present tense, and what's that ripple effect 25 years from now? And sort of your message here to yourself starting regarding a choice you're making. Either you have made recently or you're making in the present day, present tense. Okay. Definitely feeling heavy with the financial now at this point, right? Wealth, starting with the coins. Now we have a vat full, almost like my horseshoe charms. We have that beautiful horseshoe shape, and then sort of the container here full, and you sitting upon your stability, right? Your foundation, your legacy you created. So 25 years from now, there's definitely financial stability. You seem to be in good health as well. Look at how happy you are. Green as well as health to me, good health. So that could be, you as a CEO, and there's your staff, right? Your team, your board of directors. This, like I said, that could be your family, your legacy, what you want to create, or that could be the community you're with now that you're in a more comfortable, stable situation for yourself, circumstance, right? You've created a favorable conditions for yourself stemming from a decision you're making now. So like I said, either you've started some investments, maybe you changed jobs, you've improved, whatever the choice is, you've improved your relationship with wealth. And if you continue, if you follow through, right, your ripple effect, your version of yourself 25 years from now has that beautiful financial foundation and stability, and like an estate, right, a trust fund, a legacy here to pass down. I'm going to come across here diagonally. Here you are being very unique. Being vulnerable in the sense of sort of your willingness to be resilient and to persevere. Odd way of me framing that here. It's like you embrace the opportunity to continue to forge forward, but I still feel like you're against the norm, or just uniquely to yourself. There's no leadership, there's no following here. So maybe you have some kind of breakthrough or innovative, creative idea, that you keep kind of pushing through here. Yeah, look at your magic here. Look at the pentacle coming into shape. Right? You're building something. You're laying that foundation. Same with the way the zombie card here is laid out like a blueprint. Kind of the basics that you need to have in place, right? The learning and the failing, in order to get the perfect lay. There was, a couple trips along the way, but there's the knowledge gain, the learning here as you pull this together. So again, that perseverance, right? Look at them, look how hard they're working here, but it pays off. There's this beautiful payoff here. And the Pentacles is magical. Pentacles all about manifestation. Sometimes I do read this as a goldfish. And I'm mentioning that because I'm feeling gold again coming back to our coins here. I wonder if group 1's message is just about finances. Getting the right compensation for your ideas, for your IPO, right? For the unique product you're selling, the unique idea, the solution you want to put in place. It's interesting that 25 years later, you're still like, that's still such a beautiful part of your personality. Like you're still kind of leading the charge, right? You're still pulling the team together. Maybe that's why the team here was welcoming you. You know, you're still quite active. 25 years from now, you're still quite involved. Okay, let's come down here. So we have my wine bottle on the shelf, which is about kind of opportunity to choose to go in any which way. So flexibility, maybe that's the beautiful comfort here, or part of the stability is that you have kind of the freedom and the flexibility here to go in any direction you want. Freedom to choose. Oh yeah, look at the beautiful tower here. Choosing soulmates here with the lovers, right? Choosing your same energy, your team, right? Your family. Look at everybody in the tower, right? It's a office team, I believe, hanging out. Yeah, right? Kind of coming in and celebrating. So really connecting in here with whatever community feels good to you, whatever energy, listening to your intuition, kind of bringing people together even. You could be connecting people. You could be a convener, maybe. You know, as you're like the heavy message of team here, team on almost every card. So you must be the one that's kind of connecting everyone. Or the scale of family. Like if for you this 25 years from now message is about your family, it's just the scale, the beauty, the growth of your family here over the quarter century. This charm is about establishing sort of your mark, right? What's your soul purpose? So 25 years from now, you've achieved sort of making your impression, or making an impression, one of your life story, one of your historic, right? Your own personal history, one of your own personal historic moments has been achieved. Let's see what that is. Well, one of many, right? Maybe it's your greatest achievement, or yeah, or at least that's how you feel, right? As you're looking back, all this beautiful chakra alignment. But he's got his prism here, his crystal. He's kind of looking back like, wow, you know, look at the seeds I planted, and the sort of the positive impact that I've had, and standing quite, you know, he's still very modest. It's just a very modest pride that you're feeling here. And then you're handing it off. So maybe 25 years from now is when you're deciding on the successor, you know, who's now going to be the head of the board, or head of the company, head of the family, kind of making those decisions. You know, how am I going to change my investments for the next generation? You know, what are what are my next decisions here for the next generation, as the finger's kind of pointing back, right? What's coming, what's following here, what's following behind you. Almost feels like the Sun card too, this beautiful golden bullseye, like target, like you've hit the mark, right? Didn't I say an achievement? You hit the bullseye at this point. You've made your mark. Yeah, you've made your mark. Okay. And then we have 25 years from now, so a quarter century from now. An opportunity of sort of what to do next. I guess your sort of your pentagon, has been completed, right? Your foundation, your legacy, your mark, everything's been checked off, completed, family, etc. So then you have this beautiful decision of, for the remainder, right? That next or final kind of phase or chapter or quarter century for you, whatever it might be, the next period. How do I want to spend it? But there's a lot of looking back at your past experiences, an encouragement to choose something different. Go kind of a different direction here with the prism. You know, maybe because you've accomplished so much, they want you to like reconsider. Maybe it's just like slowing down, even like just reconsider. Do you really want to continue doing more and more and more? Or do you want to finally do something for yourself, something quieter, smaller group, right? Smaller group. There's this fear of like the burnout, right? If you're going to continue to keep adding more and more layers, right? You're adding more and more commitments, more and more. You're just keeping more and more weight on your mind. You know, swords are pretty heavy. There's a lot of things to be mindful of. But then over here, look at this nice pause, kind of waving hello of the family. Sort of this calmer, gentler, like they're focused on you, right? More me time and less commitments. So a freer schedule, right? The prism is much emptier, much more empty than all the petals here of the flower. I just like how they're greeting you, just like they were greeting you here. Hello. So also, you know, kind of read it as goodbye. You know, you kind of got a peek here to 25 years ahead, and you can almost feel them saying like, you know, this could be avoided. You know, that's your final message. Like, avoid that and join us here in a more sociable, less occupied calendar. You know, see you soon. Right? I don't want to make her wave. Like, we'll see you there. Beautiful, beautiful energy there. I mean, you have a choice. You can still, if you want to continue to be a driven person, but I mean, you're talking to yourself here. So there's encouragement here to say, you know, recognize and be happy and content, right, with everything that you've achieved, because you're going to achieve great things and many things. But, you know, there's abundance of happiness also available to you if you slow down, quiet down, enjoy a slower period, maybe a more family-focused period. Yeah. Okay. So that's your messages, group number 1. So, yeah, up to you on how you take that away for yourself. If you're drawn to either of the second or third card, hang in as I get those cards ready. Otherwise, I will see you at the next reading we spent together. Okay. I'll put all the cards back in their pack. We can get card number 2 in. I might have to go up a little bit more. There we go. Which card was this? Oh yeah, the Chariot. Okay, I won't keep fussing. So we have the Chariot. Now we'll get the cards for you all. So different energy from the first card already, because there's a lot of movement, where the first group was encouragement to embrace the simple things, sort of a quieter pace after being driven like this. So maybe you're the sort of generation behind, the next generation behind that the last card in the first group was pointing back at, kind of alerting to. I don't know any of your current ages, and this is 25 years ahead from now, a leapfrog ahead here. Okay. And then we'll get the other tarot card here, and then we'll get some charms on top. And then we'll see what your messages are. I don't know why moving. I wonder if this group is a group that will be in another land, in another country, in another city by this point. Or just traveling a lot. You know, if in 25 years from now you're in the your golden years, your retirement years, or just have more freedom so that you can kind of travel around. Or you're just kind of setting roots in a new place. We'll go next just in case charms are in the way. There's some movement there in the middle. There we go. I don't usually get this quiet and focused. We do have to do just a little bit of a cleanup here of what they've kind of had to push away. Picking up the top here. Okay, so that's connecting the two. And then we've got shaky legs with the dream here. So a new start, yeah. That new chapter, the new country, right? The new travel that I was kind of feeling. Okay. I'm going to take the timestamp for our friends that join us at this point. And then we'll jump in here. Second group, Chariot card here. If you jumped ahead and kind of skipped my preamble, I was already feeling just really kind of the word and the motion of movement, moving. And then that was leading me into moving to sort of a new country, new city, new company, you know, depending on your current age, going 25 years. Or if you're going to be in your sort of golden years, or at this time, 25 years from now, you're going to have the freedom to be constantly kind of exploring, traveling, adventuring, just constant movement here. Moving forward, not moving forward, moving places. For some reason, it's really focused on a new place. A new place. I'm going to start where these cards are connected. So maybe I'll go through all the charms first, and then we'll go into the 4 cards. So starting with the sort of quarter moon here, we're going to quarter century, and they chose the quarter moon of the charms. That's cute. I love how the angels are playful like that with us. But this is a heart's desire, a wish, something that you put out there, intention, sort of fated, coming true for you. So in 25 years, you achieve this wish, which might be sort of a seed of a wish now with you, something you're just starting to think about. And you will kind of head into it very happily, kind of have almost feels like usually this is my lion charm, but I'm feeling more like, what's that kind of dog? Similar to like Lady and the Tramp. I just feel like you're kind of more like parading, like at a dog show. You're happily kind of trotting here with like beautiful puppy energy versus lion energy. It's like a softer energy, I guess. A more assured, maybe, more comfortable energy. Maybe that's what it is. So tied to the wish, we have dream come true. So wish, dream come true. And then your shaky leg. So 25 years from now, it's just the beginning of this period, of this wish coming into you. Sort of the beautiful maybe puppiness that I'm reading off of this. So now we have newness, puppy, just kind of beginning for you. And then we have companionship here. So it's not something you're entering by yourself. It's going to be a shared experience. It's a shared dream. Yeah, look at them handing it to you. The unfortunate part of the story that I feel here, that the message is to you, is you're going to feel like it's unattainable. You're going to feel like you've already tried before and didn't quite make it. So those are probably life redirections. So if this goal is to land in a new country, maybe you tried to migrate or move or connect, right? And it just didn't quite work out. Maybe something always pulled you back and you always had to come back home. Every time you try to establish some roots, you had to come back for whatever reason. But it's still fated for you. This card here, what I like about it is it's kind of showing, kind of mixing the human DNA with the zombie DNA in order to get that miracle cure, right? So again, this is like the wish, a miracle, magical moment. Look how the cup is shining. So if you already think you're going to be missing out, if this is already a dream or a wish that you feel like you're giving up on, it's going to come to you anyways. It's going to come. And you're going to happily, right, trot right towards it. You're going to be like, oh, yes, I do want this dream come true. Let's see who the companion is. Right, because it was supposed to be a shared experience here. I'm just pausing and going quiet. The second time I've gone quiet in your group, but it's because I was looking over at the chariot and seeing how all 3 characters are very similar in nature. So this is like a kindred spirit for you, or someone of similar title. So they hold partner title, right, with you. They hold maybe a similar professional title as you. You're both parents, like whatever it is. That's sort of the commonality here in terms of your companion that's going to share in this this dream coming true, right? If it's a sort of this adventure, this new venture you're heading out on. Because you're only beginning it 25 years from now, right? The key message here. You and someone else starting out, maybe you're opening your own practice together. You're both going to go and like Doctors Without Borders kind of programs, right? You go to another country to help out. Okay. The art palette here, this is playfulness, joy, childhood. I wonder if this is a childhood dream, because again, there's that fear here of I'm missing out, I'm missing out, I'm missing out. Keeps getting delayed, put off, but you don't. And maybe you also don't, because you need to have the right companion to fulfill this dream with, right? No point in having the experience if it's not going to match your expectations from your childhood here, right? Also, the artist palette is manifestation, creating it. So if you're creating the picture perfect dream come true, you need the right companion. So 25 years from now is when your fated connection will happen, so that you could head off on this journey. Okay. Look how they just drop in, right? I feel like he's just dropped in. He's like, oh, hello. Yeah, I'm here to like save the day and let's go, right? Let's take off on this new journey. You could almost picture him like being the chalice here, like, oh, hello, let's go. The night. Such playful energy as well. Kind of the cheekiness, the character energy. I'm trying to get like a movie or TV show character that I can share with you that is giving me the right vibe. I don't know, obviously, your age or your knowledge of sort of classic Batman, but I think it was the 60s, where they had sort of the short sitcom kind of spoof of Batman, and it was quite enjoyable to watch. And I say spoof because they purposely were a bit cheeky and funny, and how the villains were portrayed, and how Batman and Robin kind of catch them and interact with the chief. Like, I'm getting that kind of like comedic spin. Also, what's coming to mind is like Spaceballs, which is the spoof or the parody of Star Wars, right, with Darth Vader. So there's like this cheekiness, like he's coming in like Mission Impossible, but then he has like this charismatic, Pink Panther kind of energy, right? Yeah, this fated connection. You're of the same DNA, right? You're of the same kindred spirit here. This is what you're waiting for in order for this opportunity to happen. They're the right adventurer buddy to be with. As they show me Harrison Ford and Sean Connery, right? The father-son Indiana Jones duo here. The glasses are encouraging you to see things like in black and white. Don't put more context or emphasis or exaggeration where it doesn't belong. Yeah, I'm just getting like a don't blow things out of proportion, right? Don't see things for what they're not truly. Like, do your best to stay kind of firm in reality. Don't, like, I'm really just getting like, don't over exaggerate or don't blow things up. Make them seem worse or more dire or bigger or more challenging than they truly are. Oh my gosh, I don't know why they won't stay in my hands. Okay. And we have these almost the exact same card, right? Side by side. But look how these 3 cups are filled. And your companion is bringing more and more and more. Right? Look at all these full cups. So by 25 years from now, you're definitely in a situation that's bringing you fulfillment in all areas of your life. But you have a key supporter here. It's like I said, a best friend, a partner, professionally or personally. They're there for you. You guys match. The way she's eating the brain and they're not speaking, I'm getting like telepathy energy here. So this is the kindred spirit where you just know what each other is thinking, right? See how she's just kind of peeking through her glasses? Like, that's kind of the relationship you'll have here, the kind of partnership you'll have here, where you'll just be able to look at each other and know what you're exactly thinking, right? But also, look how she's peeking over the glasses with, no, I'm going to see it exactly the way it is. I am sitting on a beach, on a lounge chair, enjoying my vacation, hanging out with, I guess, a bottle of whiskey there, and my bestie, right? Okay. This term is all about going directly from A to B, and this is a soul purpose. This is your soul nudging you and encouraging you. So again, you speaking to you from the future, do not get distracted, do not give up hope, do not get doubtful. You're going to go from A to B. It will happen. It is fated, right? The arrow is going to come in and hit you. The wish come true. Oh, well, look at the angel. Here's your angel. Wish come true. He's just juggling your wishes until the time is right. Even this guy almost seems like he could be a juggler, just kind of finishing his act, right? But he's also doing like X marks the spot. So your angels for wish fulfillment, just waiting for right opportunity, which means right effort's been put in, right mindset's been put in, and then bullseye. Down comes the wish, right? With your arrow, right? Here comes the wish. Arrow hits the mark for you. Group number 2. This was a nice message from your future self, right? Don't give up hope. Hang on to that wish. If it hasn't happened to you yet, it just wasn't meant to be. You need the perfect conditions, right? Everything must be aligned. And this companion seems to be the only thing that you're waiting for at this time. It's going to take a while for them to come into your life, to be in right alignment. You can definitely speed this up, right? With the Chariot, you can speed this up if this mindset changes. If you stay in the hope space, then you're going to have many, right? These aren't missed opportunities now. Look, they're full. 1, 2, 3. Full. More in the future behind. So you have the ability to speed this up, but it is fated to at least happen within the next 25 years here for you. So that's a nice, beautiful reading. Nice little peek ahead here at your soul journey, what's awaiting you, what's possible for you to manifest and bring about. Okay, so I'm just setting up here for group number 3. If you were drawn to the 3rd card, you can hang out with me still, or I'll see you at the next reading together. Okay. I need to see more of the snake, I think, on camera. There we go. That works. Move the camera, right? Okay, so let's get the cards for everyone drawn to. The snake maybe is the blue eyes, like I'm drawn to. Kind of the way the soul is staring back at you, right? It's like, oh, hello, you've come to visit. You know, you rang. Let's have a conversation. Sure, let's discuss. Just based on my age, the kind of snake that I see is in the animated version of Robin Hood with the fox, where the fox plays Robin Hood and Maid Marian, and there's a snake in a hat, and he kind of talks. And I'm kind of hearing that actor's voice right now in my head with the, hello, yes, we can talk, let's have a conversation, sort of the extra emphasis on the S's. Okay. What else are we feeling here? I'm trying not to give too much because I keep forgetting that some people do jump ahead to the timestamp, and if I say too much in my preamble, then I miss out on those messages. Trying to be fair for everyone, involve everyone. And this one. Okay. And now our charms. See here what they want to add to the cards. Some movement in the back there. Might come falling down the middle. Yep. The pots underneath the devil there, on the devil card by the word the devil, the kind of the pile of the, I guess that's what, terracotta pots, sort of vessels, right? They're kind of showing me the practice of, from ancient times, of including items in vessels when we bury our loved ones, like the possessions we take with us. I wonder why we're looking at what we're taking with us. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to take a timestamp here for our friends. Okay. Where do we want to start? Well, we should lean into the card that brought us all together here. So for me, I was drawn into the eyes. For me, eyes is your soul looking at you, especially when I do dream analysis. So for me, it feels like your soul energy, right, is coming in here and welcoming, saying hello, yes. You've knocked on the door. You'd like to peek ahead here, right? You want to skip ahead into your future. So see how your soul's coming out from your future to meet you here in the present. Now, before I was taking the timestamp, I was drawn to these piles of terracotta pots and how they're usually filled with gifts and things that we feel we need to take forward with us, right? So take forward into the universe. And now as you zoom in, I can also see the hands now and the feet and the limbs. Maybe these are actual people. I read them as terracotta pots. So maybe this is like possessions, material items, people, connections, right? Who do I bring forward? What do I bring forward into the future? Can our soul help us here? You know, what do I leave behind? And what do I bring forward? And where am I going? Right, that's That's the question. Who am I 25 years from now? But why are they pushing us back? Why are they greeting us here in the present? The other readings, we were coming through pipes into the future, just kind of being welcomed and sliding in, but the soul's stopping us here. Why aren't we allowed to peek ahead? Maybe we'll kind of negatively influence something, or maybe this group, our energies, we're individuals who will be too tempted to get there now, right? Too tempted to rush things. There's definitely an energy of withholding. Winter is coming is all about silence, so withholding, silence, but also I'm being pulled into the actual literal message. It's coming. And winter right now, I'm filming this in August, so winter is in the future. We're talking to our future self, and it's coming. See how the pause, the stopping us. Don't fret, it's coming to you. Don't rush it, it's coming. Look at you. Look at you standing at the wall with the world in your hand. You're trying to manifest it now. I want it now. Whatever you want it to happen right now for you. I wonder if that's why we're pushing back here. We need to learn, this group, we need to learn to live in the present, to enjoy and embrace the present moment. Why am I constantly looking at the future? I'm missing out what's right in front of me. Look at this feast. He's trying to get the sort of the, I don't know, I guess I'll call him a king, the king's attention here, right? The royal attention here by like juggling, or do you want to eat this, or look at this, right? Look at me. Look what I have for you. Look at me. Look at all this wonderful stuff. Relinquish this need to look, constantly know what's about to happen. Learn to let things happen, right? Let the future happen. It's coming. Learn to allow things to be as they will be. So the need for control. There's some lessons here. 25 years ahead, you're telling yourself to learn to live in the present, learn to be involved, let go always looking forward, let go always trying to control everything, let go staying in a daydream here. The what ifs. Maybe you're someone that struggles with the what ifs, the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. What would have happened, right? So this leaf, right now to me feels like fragile. I don't know if you feel fragile right now. Maybe that's why you're trying to get a better sense of your future here. I just want to be really, really gentle with you with this leaf. Yeah, you're kind of hiding a bit, right? You're hiding your face, kind of peeking at the shadow here. Nervous energy, scared. Maybe that's why you are seeking so much control. Maybe you haven't been in the driving seat. You're not used to being independent or in a situation where it's up to you. So you're like, what's out there? What's in the future? Like, just tell me so I can get there. Like, tell me I can get there. But the help is to stay focused and in the present. One step at a time, right? He's focused on the present. He's just looking at his feet. One step, one step. Ignore the future. You will get there. If he just keeps following the path, he will get here. Ignore the future. Don't worry about what this shadow is. Just go back to the work you were doing. What were you doing in that room? Right? The work you're doing. I wonder if you're like stressing yourself out. Maybe I don't know if that's why I feel fragile. Again, the what if space is like a heavy energy in terms of like more skewing in the sadness, like a depressive kind of state, a demotivational state, I guess is the better term I'm trying to get to. And above this, the excuse me, your angels and your soul, they're giving you supportive banners here. Um, you know, the banners of encouragement after I just say that you're demotivated. So they're bringing in some encouragement of love. Just stick it through, stick it on through. Yeah, look at you shutting it out. Who are you cutting out? The people here, right? Didn't I say that was your question? Who should I be bringing forward and not? But it feels like you're not even paying attention to the people. So someone's trying to get your attention. Are you disconnected from family? Are you just starting to disconnect from the world? Maybe you've been turning off social media or tuning out. There's a lot of stuff going on, but they don't want you to tune out, right? Look at the change ahead, right? The fork in the road. And your soul wants you to head this way, which is more peaceful, less worried, less anxious. Maybe that's what connects this group together. Maybe you are very anxious and worried about world events. You're very concerned about what lies ahead. That's kind of why you're worried about, well, who am I in 25 years based on the state, the present tense, and your soul wants you to come back to present tense. There's hope, right? There's encouragement to just keep setting to task. There's entertainment here. There's joy. You're missing out on joy. Even death, right? Peace, passion, health. This way. Look at the little butterfly. These are loved ones, your family, this way. Look at the family knocking on the door. So I hope you're not missing out on like interpersonal connection. You're not shutting yourself off out of fear, anxiety, I always like this heart because it makes me think of like magical, like garden mazes and sort of the way visual effects depicts magic kind of streaming out there, right? Your energies and powers of manifestation, but all coming back tied to your heart here. So focusing in on self. Same message here's the snake, right? The soul pushing back. Don't come and talk to me in the future. Focus on yourself now, who you are now, who you're pushing yourself to grow to be, right? A leaf growing to be. You're in a vulnerable state here. You're in a transformative state. An encouragement. So keep focusing on yourself right now. So let's see what you unlock, because this is a good charm. This is a good charm. So if you stop worrying about the future today and focus in on yourself and being present in your kind of present life, what are you about to unlock? 25 years from now, what's awaiting for you, right? What rewards are awaiting you? Oh, look at this. Look at your heart's desire. We've got the heart manifesting. We have the heart's desire, right? Everything your heart encompasses, it's all yours for the taking, right? You're able to manifest. Look at the peace, the joy, the legacy, sort of your wholeness. You can almost feel sort of your soul energy here, feeling complete. So complete happiness, joy, fulfillment. everything that you're looking out here and seeking. So it is there for you in the future. You know, your soul's kind of like, of course it's waiting for you, but you have to deal with this kind of clutter first, right? You got to clean this up in order to even get through to your future. And then we have the lightning bolt. And what's interesting is I'm reading it as a finger pointing. Look how the finger's pointing back at the path that your soul's telling you to go down, this happier route, this more peaceful route. So again, if you follow your heart and you stick to this path, another reward. Oh, well, for some of you, obviously, happiness and joy in your relationships, you know, people to people relationships, people to animal relationships. So this is your companions, your friends, your confidants, your love relationships. So you're in a good status, a good place, good energy with your relationships. Oh, double, layered on top of each other. So yeah, you're still in control. See, you're still in control, the sun and the moon, but now you're in control of your world from a better place, not a place of anxiety, not a place of concern or doubt or desperation, whatever it might be. You're just enjoying it, enjoying what you're controlling, what you've created, what you are creating, continue to create with good people that you surround yourself with. Full kind of fulfillment here, especially with the tree. So like the career, the people, the place that you live, everything. It's sort of like the world is your oyster. If you go down this path of staying true to self, focusing in on health of self, right? The health of self, relieving anxieties, letting go what you can't control, right? We can't control this. The soul pushed back. We can't peek ahead. So if you can learn this lesson, which is heading down this path, look at the beauty that's awaiting. That's really nice. Some really beautiful outcomes awaiting everybody 25 years from now out of all three groups. But you know, I don't want to keep coming back to this, but I will say this is the first time I've had you know, soul energy say no access, even though we got access, you know, but they still came back originally with like, no access to your future here. You don't need to. You need to focus on your present. You have a soul lesson here to learn. You're at this milestone. Don't worry about that milestone yet. It will happen. It's fated to happen if you do this work. So good luck to all of you. Hope to see you all in this brighter future with me. We'll all be there, all groups 1, 2, and 3. And I'll see everybody at the next reading.